Imagine living in a world where physical money no longer exists. Intriguing, isn't it? Imagine a world where your money is invisible, intangible, and yet it's everywhere. It's a world where coins and notes are relics of the past, remembered only in museums and history books. This is not a plot of a sci-fi movie, but a very real vision of the future, driven by powerful influences. One such influence is the World Economic Forum, or WEF, a Swiss non-profit foundation known for its annual meeting in Davos, Switzerland, where global leaders gather to discuss pressing issues. Our channel, Cryptic Mystic Vault, is here to explore this vision, the potential benefits, the possible pitfalls, and what it all means for you and your financial freedom. The WEF is a major proponent of a cashless society. They see digital transactions as a way to streamline the global economy, making it more efficient, transparent, and inclusive. The idea is simple: remove the complexities of physical currency, the printing, the minting, the handling, the risks of counterfeiting and money laundering, and the difficulties of managing a physical money supply. Replace it all with digital transactions, seamless and instantaneous, where every dollar, yen, or euro is accounted for, every transaction traceable. In their view, this digital utopia could solve many of the issues that plague our economies today. But like any major shift, it is not without its concerns. As we move from the tangible to the intangible, from the physical to the digital, we must ask ourselves, what do we stand to gain? And more importantly, what do we stand to lose? The shift towards a cashless society could have profound implications for personal autonomy. While digital transactions can offer convenience, they also open the door to issues of privacy and increased surveillance. Your every purchase, your every financial decision becomes a data point, potentially scrutinized and analyzed. But what does this future without cash really mean for your financial freedom? Digital transactions promise to enhance economic efficiency, transparency, and inclusivity. The World Economic Forum and several financial institutions have long been voicing this mantra. They argue that our reliance on physical currency is riddled with inefficiencies and risks. Consider the problem of counterfeiting. Every year, countless fake bills and coins infiltrate the global market, undermining the integrity of our financial systems. Then there's money laundering, a nefarious practice that allows ill-gotten funds to be cleaned and reintroduced into the economy, often supporting criminal activities. Moreover, physical cash fuels the underground economy. From unreported wages to illicit trade, a significant chunk of global economic activity goes unnoticed because it happens in cash. This not only results in lost tax revenue, but also hampers the accurate measurement of a country's economic health. But here's where digital transactions come into play. Imagine a world where every transaction is traceable, secure, and instant. No more waiting in line at the bank, no more worrying about counterfeit bills, no more black market dealings slipping through the cracks. According to proponents, this is the promise of a cashless society. Digital transactions are also touted as a way to enhance inclusivity. Today, there are billions of unbanked or underbanked individuals worldwide. These people often lack access to basic financial services, preventing them from participating fully in the economy. Digitizing transactions could potentially bring these individuals into the financial fold, offering them the chance to save, invest, and build credit. Furthermore, the WEF advocates that a cashless society would lead to more efficient economic operations. With digital transactions, the costs associated with printing, handling, and transporting physical cash could be eliminated. This would free up resources that could be redirected towards other sectors of the economy. However, every coin has two sides. So what could be the potential drawbacks? The shift towards a cashless society could have significant implications for personal autonomy and privacy. It's a digital world, and with that comes a new level of transparency that can be both a blessing and a curse. As we move away from the tangible security of cash, we enter a realm where our financial transactions are no longer just between us and the cashier, but become part of a vast digital database. Every digital transaction leaves a footprint, marking not only what we bought, but where and when we bought it. This level of scrutiny may not seem alarming at first, but consider this. In a cashless society, your financial life is laid bare, vulnerable to both government and corporate surveillance. This presents a considerable threat to personal autonomy and privacy. The shift towards cashless also brings about a new set of challenges for those without access to digital banking infrastructure. Just imagine, no cash, no bank account, no way to participate in the modern economy. This is the reality for a significant portion of the global population. Without cash as an alternative, these individuals are left stranded on the wrong side of the digital divide, excluded from the benefits of economic growth and technological advancement. This is a grave concern, as it risks exacerbating existing socioeconomic disparities and creating a new class of digital outcasts. Furthermore, the perceived simplicity and anonymity of cash are still valued by many. There's an inherent understanding and trust in the physical exchange of money, a simplicity that digital transactions can often lack. While proponents of a cashless society argue that it would increase efficiency and transparency, critics counter that this could come at the cost of increased surveillance and potential loss of autonomy. So, while the allure of a cashless society is undeniable, it's important to consider the potential risks alongside the benefits. As with any significant societal shift, the transition to a cashless world must be handled with care, ensuring that we do not leave the most vulnerable behind. The move towards a cashless society is not without its challenges. As we stand at the crossroads of this digital revolution, it's crucial to balance technological advancement with the preservation of personal financial freedoms. Around the world, countries are moving at different speeds towards cashless transactions. In Sweden, physical cash is used in less than 1% of the total value of transactions. On the other hand, in Japan, despite being one of the most technologically advanced societies, more than 80% of transactions are still made in cash. This stark contrast demonstrates that the journey towards a cashless society is not a one-size-fits-all path, influenced by a myriad of factors from cultural norms to technological infrastructure. In parallel to this shift, we're witnessing the emergence of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology, which offer an alternative to traditional banking systems. These digital assets, like Bitcoin or Ethereum, promise financial autonomy, privacy, and security, challenging the very conception of money as we know it. They represent a new frontier in finance, operating outside the control of central banks and governments. However, cryptocurrencies are not without their controversies. Their decentralization and anonymity have been linked to illicit activities, while their volatility raises questions about their viability as a stable store of value. Still, they remain a beacon of hope for many who see in them a way to preserve financial freedom in an increasingly digitized world. Looking ahead, the future of global finance appears to be at a crossroads. One path leads to a world dominated by digital transactions, potentially under the control of a handful of powerful institutions. The other path embraces the disruptive potential of cryptocurrencies and blockchain, promising a more decentralized and democratic financial system. Yet, there is also a third path, one that seeks to strike a balance between these two extremes. This path acknowledges the benefits of technological advancement, but also recognizes the importance of preserving personal financial freedoms. It advocates for a system that is inclusive, efficient, and transparent, yet respects privacy and autonomy. As the world navigates this complex landscape, it's crucial to reflect on the balance between technological advancement and preserving personal financial freedoms.